Good morning all, CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Friday morning, February 24th, and we are looking at Window Traders market profile of the ES and SPY. I put it small like this on the ES for a very, very specific reason. Keep in mind, right, we have the number coming out at 8:30. Anything inside of this is pure noise, okay? We've had erratic price action. Keep in mind the bigger picture so far. We gapped lower on the 21st, okay? Still haven't taken back that gap. It was a B shape, but it was a trend day. Okay, we finally took back the trend day, but we haven't gotten to the top of that day. Look what we've done since then. The following day on the 22nd, lows, new high on the day, new lows on the day. Look at yesterday. Pushed up, make new lows on the month, rally all the way back up, and now look where we are pre-market. This is all noise. So the big picture is this, plain and simple. When we come out of this at either 8:30 or more importantly 9:30, right? 8:30 is still in weekend traders' hands, so be careful if you trade it. And I certainly wouldn't trade the number. But at 9:30, if we open in this, again, you're going to have severe chop. There's nothing. I told you yesterday there's nothing to lean on. Well, look at what we've done. We had again, I'm in 2s or 3s here. I'm in 3, so I'm not sure how wide that point of control is, but I'm sure it's fairly wide. But there was nothing to lean on in here, right? So the market got too short. They alleviate the short. On the intraday, started getting long, and now those longs are giving up. Now, in the bigger picture, this market is short, okay? The weekly is down. The daily is balanced because we did take out the previous day's high. But in the bigger picture, this market is short from these 3 days, from the overnights, from this Monday shortened session. The market's still short, and it's still comfortable being short. So there's going to be 3 game plans here. The first game plan is after this number comes out at 9:30, we open inside of here. If that's the case, I would make a bowl of popcorn and let this thing settle down because there's going to be very, very difficult chop inside of here. Second thing is we're going to gap lower. We've had nothing but gaps this year, but the majority of them have not held. But if we do gap lower, it will make a new low on the month. That's number one. Number two, you'll be getting below the 50-day moving average again in SPY, and you'd be below it in the ES. So then I would be looking for shorts, and that would only end if we came back inside of yesterday's range. And then the third scenario is we open above the 21st high, and now you have all these shorts underwater here, and then you play against the gap from yesterday, the gap that we would have from yesterday. ES has 3 poor highs in the last 4 days. That's a lack of completion. Will they get taken out at some point? Of course they will. Just don't know when. So that's the bigger pictures. That's why we try to calm anxiety in the trading room. Okay? Sounds easy. It's not easy. But those are your 3 choices that are going to happen today. Either major chop inside of here, and you're going to have to wait for the initial balance to form to see which direction they want to take, possibly for the day. Gap lower, where you'd look for shorts. Back inside, then that game's over and you wait for more MGI. Or gap higher, see what happens at the balance high, or gap above the balance high, and then use that as longs on pullbacks until they prove that the gap won't hold and we get acceptance back into yesterday's range. Really, that's the bare basics of what we're looking at. There's a lot more intricacy things to look for, which you would get during the trading day in the room. But for now, that's really as simple as we can put it. I will be recapping all 3 of these indices charts tonight after the close. And then on the chart, I'm just going to show you the daily, right? Nothing could change in the weekly until something happens in the daily. Well, here you have it. We almost had an outside day up. We did not. Now, NQ and Russell did. And right now, you know what that's done for them? Pre-market, nothing. But again, that doesn't mean anything until 9:30. But just like I showed you on the profile, it's the same thing on the daily. Below yesterday's low, looking for shorts as long as we stay below both yesterday's low and the 50. Okay, the 200 would come into play down at the 393 level. And then you see what happens at that level, that reaction. Plus, you'd be touching that trend line that we've talked about on the daily from last year. And on the flip side, if we take out yesterday's high, remember you're still in balance until you take out the 21st high. So balance rules would certainly apply at that day's high. And above it, the daily would go back to up. Good luck trading today. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. And we'll recap the day and the week at 4 p.m.